I already primed my face using the NYX Angel Veil face primer, and then I also did my brows using Maybelline's Brow Precise Micro Crayon. It's one of their newer products. And I'm going to start with the eyes. Today I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro 3 palette. I'm so excited. I love this palette. It's a very awesome neutrals palette. This is what it looks like. Just a beautiful, beautiful color. So that's the palette that I'm going to be using on my eyes today. I'm going to start by priming my eyes using the concealer that I'll be using later, and it's the Maybelline Better Skin Superstay concealer, and I'm just going to put that on my eyelids and blend that out using my Real Techniques sponge. Okay, and then I'm going to set my concealer using the shade Canvas in the palette right here. Sorry for my nails. I don't have an excuse. They just are a mess. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush like this to put that all over my eyelids. And then this is just going to help our eyeshadows glide on smoother and help them blend together. And it's also going to help our concealer or whatever primer you use on your eyelids to not crease just by setting it. You can set it with a face powder too if you don't have an eyeshadow that matches your skin color well. Face powders work perfectly fine. Okay, we're going to be focusing a lot of shades in the crease and try and stay off the eyelid as much as possible. We're going to do a wing liner also, so just try and keep the shades off of your lid as much as possible. I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and go into Terracotta, this orangey shade right here, and I'm just going to buff that as the first shade into my crease. This one I'm going to take a little bit higher up onto, like, towards the brow bone, because this is going to be what helps blend all the other eyeshadows that we put on our eyelid. And the trick is to start low with the color, and then as less colors on your brush, just swipe up more, and that's going to help give you a seamless look, blend everything out, all that good stuff. So just keep adding that color until you get it to your liking. Next, I'm going to be using Clay, this shade right here, right next to Terracotta, and we're just going to put that basically where we put Terracotta, just keep it a little bit lower, more focused on the actual crease. And still do the same thing with this color, where as you get the majority of your product off, swipe the brush up, but not as far up as Terracotta. This is just to darken up our crease a little bit more. Okay, and the last shade that we're going to use is, for the crease, is just to make it darken up a little bit more. I'm going to go into dark brown on the other side of Terracotta, and just a tiny bit. And we're going to also focus this more on the outer side of the crease, just to deepen it up a tad, just a little bit. And I'm using the same brush that I went in for Clay with. And now for the lid shade, just to clean up any fallout that you had and also make the lid pop a little bit more, I'm going to be going in with Canvas again, the same shade we used to set our whole lid, and just put that over the lid space. And see how it just cleans up the lid, makes it pop and look a little bit more clean. Taking a makeup wipe, I'm going to clean up the edges of the eyeshadow, anything that got where I don't want it. like this. It also, doing this will help be a guideline for your winged eyeliner. You can kind of just trace where you made the edge, so it makes it a lot easier for that. Okay, so this is what it should look like for now. Now, it's super simple. Eyelid, we're going to do our eyeliner. I'm going to use gel. If you like liquid eyeliner, you can use liquid. I just do better with gel, so I'm going to go in with the Colourpop gel liner in Swerve. It's just a black liner. And taking an angled brush, I'm going to do my eyeliner. I'm going to have to do it off camera, or else I'm going to totally, it's going to be pointless to even watch. So I'll do that and then I'll be right back. So I also, after I did my eyeliner, I applied some L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, and I popped on some falsies. I used the Demi Wispies. You don't have to put lashes on. I put them on because when my liner gets thick or something like that, my eyelashes tend to disappear. So I thought to make this look a little bit more dramatic, I'd put on some eyelashes, and the glue's still drying a little, so after it's done drying, I'll just go over it, the liner, one more time to make sure there's no glue showing. Oh, but I used the Duo, you know, everybody's holy grail glue for lashes. So now we're going to go on with the face before we finish up the eyes. Alright, like I said, I already primed my face. For my foundation today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Infallible Pro Glow foundation. This one's in 203. My face doesn't look it, but my body is definitely darker. I've gotten some sun. So I'm going to mix in my Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation just a little bit to help darken it up just a tad. And I'm going to mix that on the back of my hand. So I'm just going to blot, I have it on my hand, I'm just going to blot it on my face. Then I'm going to be going in with my IT brush and my buffing foundation brush, and I'm just going to buff that in. I'm going to start in a patting motion. And then rub it in. And it definitely gives you the most out of your foundation when you do it this way. That way you're not rubbing away all of your foundation. And then I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to bounce that all over my foundation to make sure it picks up any excess foundation that I have on my face. Okay, so after you've done that, then we're going to go in with concealer, the Better Skin concealer that I used to prime my eyelids. I'm going to use that to conceal and highlight my face. This is in the shade 20 Light. And just put that under your eyelids. Under your eyes. And then wherever else you want to have highlighted. So the bridge of your nose, your forehead. I don't go too high up on my forehead because I crease really bad on my forehead, so I don't want to put any extras. What the heck? That's not a word. I don't want to put any extra products on my forehead because that's just going to cause more creasing. The more products you add up, I mean, it's common sense. And then going back in with the damp Real Technique sponge, I'm just going to blend all that concealer out. Okay, so I just buffed out my other eye, and then we're going to go ahead and set that using Maybelline Master Fix loose setting powder. And you're going to want to dip your damp sponge just a little, and then bring that under your eye and just kind of press it out. I'm not baking, I'm just going to set my eye like that. And I'm also going to take just a regular brush and dip that just a little into the same powder, and we're going to use this to set the rest of the face. Just a light coat of that. Melting that into the foundation. This is going to help make sure if you get oily throughout the day, this will help, and then also set your makeup, and then when you go in with bronzer and stuff like that, it's gonna blend out really well and not look chalky or patchy or anything like that. Okay, after that's done, I'm just gonna finish up the eyes. For the lower lash line, I wanted to do something a little different, a little summertime, you know, like bam. So we're going to go in with Colourpop eyeshadow in Telepathy. This is Kathleen Light's. She came out with a quad with them. This is one of the eyeshadows from the quad, but I think you can get this shade separately. It's just such a beautiful, unique shade. This brush is, this shadow is really hard to use with a brush. So I'm just going to go in with my ring finger, and we're going to pat that all along the lower lash line. You can put that as little or as much as you like with this color, depending on how dramatic you want to go with it. To finish up the face, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette, and to contour, I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. And to contour, I use like this fluffy kind of brush, just because it helps blend it out and it doesn't give you as harsh of a contour. It gives you a nice natural contour. Contour natural, I don't know. That's what I use. And then to bronze the skin, I'm gonna mix medium cocoa and dark cocoa together, and I'm just gonna bronze up my face. And you can't forget about the neck. So for highlight, I'm gonna be using Makeup Revolution Vivid Bake Highlighter in Radiant Lights. It looks like that. And I'm going to use a fan brush and highlight my cheekbones with this. I forgot to highlight my inner corner, so going back into the Lorac Pro palette, I'm going to use LT Gold. I don't know what that's supposed to stand for, but it's this one right here. I'm just going to take the finger that I didn't use for Telepathy, and I'm going to go in and just pop that in my inner corner. Make that pop out a little bit, kind of ties everything together. And last but not least, we're going to do lips. I'm going to go in with Maybelline's Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in 20 Electric Pink, and I'm going to put that on my lips. Just have a little bit of fun, but this would pair awesome with a nude lip. I just want to make this a little more out there, you know. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed watching this makeup tutorial. It was a lot of fun, kind of different than my neutral side that I normally tend to go to, but I really like it. It's a good summertime look. I know school's coming back in, but you know, all you have to do is take off this lip. Nice nude lip, take off the lashes. You're good to go, I guess, for school. I'd wear it. I'd rock it. If you enjoyed this makeup tutorial, please give it a thumbs up on your way out. And also don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when I post more videos and you can stay up to date with moi. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What are you doing, Lucy? Freaking hot in here. I never wear this much stuff on the top, I feel like. Bye. Bye. Oh my god. I thought this wasn't recording. Holy crap. It scared me. It is, right? Yeah, it is. And put on like a nude nice nip. Oh, no, not a nip. Frickin' A, why can't I think of anything? No.